Graphing. All right, so let's read our I can statement together this morning. I can use, everybody,
I can use
given information to set a purpose for creating my graph. What do graphs do for us as far as mathematicians and looking at things in our daily lives? Why would we need graphs? What would that do for us? Tori?
Would maybe help us, like if you're having a contest, maybe that would help you find out.
Okay. How could that help you if you were having a contest? What would that do?
It would help you see.
Okay, maybe you could see who won the contest. Haley?
It would help you, like, if you had a graph and you would, say to some people, what's your favorite animal, and then you give out, like, the animals they would choose, and then afterwards, you can see how much that animal got by looking at it.
Okay, very good. All right, so this morning I'm going to read a problem. I'm not going to have any numbers in it first this morning. I want you to do what? Visualize in your head that movie that's going to be going on, because we're going to talk about that in just a second. So listen to my story problem this morning. Pat's Bakery surveyed students for one day. Their data showed that kids like chocolate chip cookies, kids liked sugar cookies, and kids liked peanut butter cookies. How many more kids liked sugar cookies than chocolate chip? Let's think about, what is it asking us today? Jacob?
How much more does sugar have than chocolate chip?
Okay. All right, so what I want you to do really quickly is I want you to turn to your shoulder partner, and I want you to tell them what you visualized as far as your retelling, and how could we turn this into a graph?
You can use a graph so you can divide them into who like peanut butter, who like sugar. We don't have the peanut butter because that's not a question. We just need the sugar cookies and the chocolate chip cookies. That's all that we need. And the question. And all the
Alright, so turn back up here. We are going to create a graph. Is there just one type of graph? No, there's different types of graph. Today we are going to be looking at a pictograph. You may know what a pictograph is. Jeremy?
Like when you put the amount of chocolate chip cookies in the stack, what kind of in the stack?
Okay. Let's think about that word, pictograph. What do you hear within that word, pictograph?
I did picture.
See,
You have to draw the picture.
the picture. It's going to have pictures, right? All right, so today we're going to create a pictograph using our information from our story problem. So, right now I'm going to add in some numbers to that story problem, okay? Pat's Bakery surveyed students for one day. Their data showed 4 kids liked chocolate chip cookies, 7 kids liked sugar cookies, and 2 kids liked peanut butter cookies. How many more kids liked sugar cookies than chocolate chip? Who can tell me really quickly, what does that word data mean? What does that word mean? If I say I'm going to take our data and create a graph. Jacob?
information.
Information. And where does that information come from?
Data.
Well, if I'm collecting data, what does that mean, Tori?
You're maybe collecting it from the problem. Information.
Okay. Ava? So then I need you paying attention.
You could be on a phone or on the internet.
today we're going to collect data from each other in our classroom. What does that mean?
Like, you give out?
If I'm going to collect data. Pratyush?
Collect information.
Okay, so wouldn't I be asking you guys what your favorite cookie is?
Yes.
So the data that I collect from your favorite cookie would be the information that I use to create my graph. So today we're going to use the information that we have for our from our problem solving. So in order for me to create my graph, what? Yeah. We're going to have chocolate chip. Okay. We're going to have sugar cookies.
I don't think that.
And we're going to have peanut butter. Now for time's sake, I'm just going to create this very quickly, and we're just going to do circles as our cookies. Okay? All right, so let's think about the information that it gave us. You have a question?
Maybe you could just write the number 7 at the bar paper and you just go.
Well, if it's a pictograph, I need what?
Pictures.
Very good. All right, so,
It would be a pictograph.
okay. So it said that we had 4 chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to quickly draw our 4 chocolate chip cookies. Okay? Sugar cookies. Does anybody remember how many sugar cookies it said?
7.
7. Okay? Okay. And peanut butter. Sahana?
2.
It had 2. Very good. All right. Now let's think about this question again. Joseph, you need to wait your turn. Please keep your hands to yourself. All right. Think about this question. How many more kids like sugar cookies than a chocolate chip? I want you to think about what is the order of operation that you're going to use in order to figure out how you can answer that question. Reed, I need you to raise your hand. It's your turn. Evan.
You would do it together and then see how many we have left.
Okay. Can you explain that to me?
So the first one, you could draw a line from the top to the bottom one, and the same with the other ones, and then there's one.
Are you using all 3 types?
I'm using chocolate chip and sugar.
Okay.
The one that you have left over after you go.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And the one you have.
What would our number sentence be? If we were not just doing our pictures and pairing them up, what would our number sentence be today in order to figure out how many more sugar cookies than chocolate chip? Emily?
Like 4 plus 2 and then.
Okay, listen to my question. How many more sugar cookies than chocolate chip?
3.
Okay, but how did you come up with that?
Because I put some 4 cookies on the sugar part, and then I knew that there was 3 more.
Okay, so what would your number sentence be? How can you justify your answer to me? We'll let you think about that for a minute. Vitali,
You can, it's like,
what would my number sentence be?
it would be,
If I wanted to know how many more sugar than chocolate chip? Okay, what would your number sentence be though? You've got to be able to, guys, I want you to be able to justify and defend your answer. I understand that you're coming up with 3, but I want to know, where did that come from? What is your number sentence? How are you going to explain that to me?
she had like 4 chocolate chips,
Okay.
7 sugar cookies,
out? What's that number sentence going to look like?
4 plus 3 equals 7. And so when we match the 4 and 4 together, we have 3 left.
Okay, George?
4 minus 7.
Is that a reasonable number sentence?
Like
4 minus 7.
7 minus 4.
7 minus 4. Can you tell everybody in the class, where did you get that number sentence from?
I started at 7,
And where did that come from?
the sugar cookies.
Okay, keep talking, I'm listening to you.
I had minus 4 in it, so it would be 7 minus 4.
So 7 minus 4 would give you
3.
3. Good.
4 plus 3.
Good. All right, what you're going to do this morning is you're going to have a word problem that has bigger numbers in it, okay? You and your partner that you worked with last week are going to be creating a pictograph based on this story problem, okay? Yeah, you do. Where's my goal? All right, so you and your partner are going to be creating a pictograph, and you also have to have your number sentence, and you have to answer the question, because when you come to the table, you're going to have to explain your thinking and justify your answer. Everybody understand what you're going to be doing? Everybody understand? All right, also in your story column at the end, this is your sentence stem for today. I want you to answer this question. When I created read, a pictograph
That's a weird name. I know.
today, I used, you're going to complete that thought, okay? All right, so if you will stand and come and get your problem, you're going to go get started with your partner. You can find somewhere quiet on the floor to